Okay, so cable A makes an angle of 63 degrees. So let's draw this. There we go. That is 63 degrees with the horizontal, right? And then the cable B makes an angle of 23 degrees. See if I can draw that guy. With the horizontal, right? So that's 23 degrees there. Okay, and then I'm going to draw these components here. Okay. So here is force B acting that way, right? Here is force A acting that way. Is that arrow there, right? And basically all we're going to do is we're going to say all the forces in the X direction add up to 0, and all the forces in the Y direction add up to 0, right? Now one of the forces in the Y direction is this force of gravity here, so we better figure that guy out, right? That's going to be 67 times 9.81. Okay, so here we go. 67 times, oops, calculator on. 67 times 9.81. That's 657.27. Okay, and that is a downward force. That's this guy here, right? Okay, but now let's set up the direction in the X direction. The equation in the X direction, right? So this side right here, that is force B times the cos of 23, right? And then that guy right there is A times the cos of 63, right? So since this is the adjacent side, right, and that's the adjacent side, this component here is whatever the hypotenuse, which is A, and the hypotenuse there is B, right? So it's B times the cos of 23. This is A times the cos of 63, right? So let's write it this way. Let's see. Negative A cos 63 plus B cos 23 equals 0. Okay? So basically this guy is negative because it's to the left. This guy is positive because he's to the right. And now let's look at these vertical components here. This would be A sine 63. Whoops. Right, this guy, this little bitty guy right there would be B sine 23. Right, since the hypotenuse is on this one's A and the hypotenuse on that one is B. And those guys are both up and this guy is down, right? So these guys are going to add up to that guy, right? So in the Y direction, okay, these guys are both positive. That guy's positive, this guy's positive. And I've got A sine 63 plus B sine 23. Both of those forces are up, and those are going to equal the force down. So I'm going to say it's equal to 657.27. Now really what I'm supposed to say is that this plus this minus this equals 0. But this sets up a matrix so well right now. Okay, so basically we've got two unknowns, an A and a B, those being the tension in these cables, right? Okay, and we've got two equations, right? And we can either do linear combination, which doesn't look trivial to me, right? Or we can substitute. We can solve this for B and substitute in there. And that doesn't look like fun. But what does look like not so bad is to set up a matrix, right? I can represent that set of things with this matrix, right? So, okay. So let's see. It's negative cos 63, comma, cos 23, right? And then it's sine 63, sine 23. I'll call that matrix A, right? And then this is AB, right? So basically these guys, if your coefficients are all A this way, right? And that's B, then this thing is AB like this, right? B is on the bottom. Whatever's on the right is on the bottom, and then that equals the answer matrix, which is 0 and 657.27. Right, now I'll call this matrix B, and then of course the answer matrix here, I can find the answer matrix. Where can I write it? The answer matrix, AB, I should have picked different letters here, right? Or something like that, right? But anyway, it's this matrix A inverse times B. I'm going to invert this matrix, right? So this is one way to solve systems of equations, right? A inverse, A the matrix inverse, right, times B. Now, this is no fun. I would never do this by hand, but of course your calculators can do this. Your calculators can do this for you, right? So let me show you how to do that. But first, I need to actually grab the screen. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to grab this screen because otherwise. Okay, there we go. All right. Now let's see. Let's escape from the thing here, and let's see. We're going to get down to the desktop. Screenshot. Is that my screenshot? Ooh, there it is. Okay. That won't go away. So now I can find my calculator. There it is. All right, I'm all set. I practiced this. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So here's how you put it in your calculator. First, you got to turn your calculator on. This thing turned itself off because, you know, there it does, right? Let's clear that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go into matrix, so second matrix, right? And then you're going to go edit. The first thing we're going to do is edit these things. So go over, and then edit, and we're going to edit A. A is going to be a 2, enter, 2, enter. It's 2 by 2, right? And then, better check our mode here. Ooh, we're in radians. Let's go into degrees. Whoops. Okay, matrix. Okay, so it's 2 by 2, so let's edit that guy, right? Okay, so now we're in the first cell here. That should be negative cos 63, right? So we're going to go opposite of cos 63. Enter. This guy should be cos 23. I always have to fill out that other parenthesis, right? This guy should be sine 63. It's bothering me that I didn't put the other parenthesis right there. Is that bugging you? Okay, let's see. And then sine 23. Ta-da. Okay, so there those values are, right? I wish they would just leave it as it looks here, but it doesn't. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go matrix, and let's edit B. B is going to be a 2 by 1, so 2 enter, 1 enter. There it is, right? And that guy is 0 and 657.27, so 0, enter, 657.27, enter. All right. Wow, are you ready for this? I'm sort of ready. Okay, so now, what do? I think I go matrix. And now I just use names, so I'm going to barf out the A. Oh, that was bad. Okay. All right, let's quit. Okay, so now let's go second matrix, and then let's barf out the A. There's A, and let's invert it. And then let's barf out the B. So go second matrix. That's what name is for, right? We'll find out whether I messed up that one matrix. Okay, are we ready for this? I can hardly wait to do this. It's going to do so much work for me. Ooh, it didn't mess up. Okay, so those are the answers we expected, right? A inverse B says, so A is on the top, B is on the bottom. A is 606.49, whatever, and there's B like that. That's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? Is that cool? Okay, so that's what I recommend. You could, of course, just take those equations, solve this one for A, plug what you get in for that. It's not a big deal, but matrices, I think, are more fun. Whoa, what did I just do? All right, there you go.